Hey folks, how you doing? This video is it's basically a chronicle of my journey from Bangkok to Doha and then from Doha on to Dublin. I've thrown in a couple of tips. I think they're tips. Whether you think they're tips or not is up to yourselves. But look, have a look, and then hopefully you might get some tips out of it. Even enjoy the video. Um, I done voiceover on it. It's my first time ever doing voiceover, so be kind to me, please. I'm only learning. Well, I'm getting there, but you know. Anyway, listen, enjoy. Guys, I'm going to start just by showing you some of the paperwork. I've written down what it is, but basically I had to register for interprovincial travel and book a COVID test in Bangkok before I could do anything. I booked with Dr. Donna. This is where she is. I think it's side 26 on Sukhumvit. And I'd highly recommend it because I got my results that day within 12 hours. So it was brilliant for flying. Also, I had to fill out some other forms, passenger locator, and book a COVID test before I returned to Ireland. So I'd done that. A last tip I'd give you is always print off all your stuff, and I'll show you why in a few seconds. Right, guys, so we move on now, and this was Suvarnabhumi, still looking beautiful, but unfortunately not many people there. You'll see even now in a second. There you go, empty. But you'll see once we take a look inside, things changed a little bit. The first thing I noticed, I suppose, was flights cancelled everywhere. All internal flights, flights to many destinations. I mean, you could take a look at the board there yourself. Were cancelled. I was very, very lucky. My flight to Doha was still on. The reason I was flying through Doha, it was a long flight for me because I had an 8-hour layover, and I had to do it because I couldn't go through Europe because Thailand's on Europe's red list. Now, luckily, it's not on Ireland's. So if I went through Doha, back to Ireland that way, I did not have to quarantine. I have to do 5 odd days isolation. So that was my reasoning there. This is a tip for you all as well. You may have seen it before. Wrap up well. I've never done this, but I will be doing it in the future because it makes life a lot easier. A lot easier, I can tell you. As you can see here, the queue for my flight, it looked busy, but once I get on the plane, you'll see it wasn't actually that busy. There wasn't that many people on the flight. It just looked like in the queue. And now in a second, you're going to see the reason. And this is the reason, these guys here are the very reason why you should, whatever documentation you have, a lot of the stuff these days is emails. You should get a hard copy of it. These guys, they didn't have hard copies and they were looking through their phone and they were going through their cases there, as you can see, and they went through everything. I mean, I videoed them 3-4 times just for a few seconds, but as you can see, it goes on for quite a while because they didn't have a hard copy. But eventually, luckily for everybody, they found their whatever their paperwork on their phone, and eventually they were able to move on. So we'll carry on to the next side of the adventure now. Right, guys, so we'll move on now, and this is after I checked in. As you can see, there are shops open, very few. I'd say about 10-15% of shops, not even that. But this place is open, Gloria Jeans, and you could get a coffee or a beer, or whatever was your choice. I got myself a lovely Heineken, so I enjoyed that before I got on my flight. This was my little baby, and when I got on, as you can see, there wasn't many people on the flight. So I was quite lucky there. I pretty much had a seat to myself, but just across from me were all my new favourite friends, the non-document people, or the non-hard copy people. So I said hi to them at a safe distance, obviously. And before I knew it, we were off. And bye-bye Bangkok. And hello, Doha. So off to Doha we went, and when I got to Doha, this is what greeted me. People seemed social distancing seemed to go out the window, but hey, we made it through, and let's see how where we went. So once I got through, once we got off the bus and we were through, I took a look around, and as you can see, there wasn't that many people in the airport. But I had an 8 hour layover. So what I did was I checked myself into a lounge beforehand, before the flight. I'd booked this lounge. It's about €30. I don't know the name of the lounge, I'll be honest with you. But because I had the 8 hour layover, it was good for me. And you had all you could eat and all you could drink. No alcohol, just kind of like Pepsi, 7 Up, coffee, and plenty of food there. I availed of both food and drink, and it was a good relaxing area as well. There wasn't too many people there when I was there. This is what I ate. You could have a lot more. You could go back up for seconds or thirds. It was all part of the price. So that was what I had. And then I had a quick cigarette. And I moved on. Eventually following morning, I checked in. And as you can see, the flight was very, very busy. And it didn't get any better when we got on board. It was wall to wall. COVID out the window, and welcome to Qatar Airways. Yeah, so at this stage I was getting emotional. I was almost home. And then I arrived home to this. Welcome home, Ken. It's raining. God, I missed Ireland. But hey, I made it home. Yay. So, guys, as you can see, I made it home safe and sound. I did have a face mask on all the time on the journey, just in case anyone was curious or wondering. And now I'm home in isolation. And yeah, happy enough. Got my COVID test tomorrow. Get results Tuesday. Today is Sunday, the 1st of August. Get my results Tuesday. And I'm actually booked in for vaccine on Wednesday morning. So part of the reason I came back here, lots of other things. Very much look forward to being here, spending time with my family for the next 6, 8 weeks, meeting up with some old friends, and I'll probably make a few videos as well because why not? I'm on a roll. Um, I'm happy as a pig in shite. I'm going to watch Dublin v Kildare on the TV now. One of the things I love about being back in Ireland is watching Dublin play. Dublin and Leinster, my two big loves. And I'm going to have myself a Guinness. In fact, I'm probably going to have quite a few Guinness. So, listen, guys, I hope you enjoyed the little tour there. And if it was any help to anybody, all the better. I would just say it was my first ever voiceover, so bear with me. I will improve. Anyway, good luck. See you later.